If you can see me, hold on. It's the hardest part about what we do. Oh my goodness, come on. All right, I think we're good. Let me verify. If you can see me, hold on. The hardest part about what we do. Someone text me if you can see me on Facebook. Oh my goodness, come on. All right, I think we're good. Let me verify. If you can see me, hold on. All right, we're good to go. We're good to go. We're good to go. Sorry about that. We had to switch over to Facebook because we want to stream into a group that you'll be invited to if you want to get some more information. But super, super excited to spend some time with you guys tonight and bring you some exciting information that was brought to me. Man, it's 11 years. In November, it'll be 12 years I found out about Lifevantage. What you're going to hear tonight, I found out 12 years ago, and I'm forever grateful. I seriously cannot imagine life without knowing about, first off, the most powerful product in the world, and secondly, a way to create residual leveraged income for my family. I can't imagine living life any other way. And so I'm forever grateful, and I'm excited for you guys because I'm going to give you guys some information tonight that blew my mind back then. I'm just excited I am today. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about who I am, because I feel like anytime in life when you hear about something new, whether it be a product or an opportunity or whatever it may be, you're always trying to size up, will it work for me, right? And you guys know we're going to be talking about a massive discovery in the health space, health and wellness space that Lifevantage has discovered and bringing to market. But not only that, I tell you, it's crazy that we get a chance to participate if you would like, right? But first off, I want you to know, because it's network marketing and all of the science behind the product, you might be thinking, well, I've never done sales before. I've never been a network marketer before. I don't have a medical background. Trust me, when you hear my story, you're going to realize that it doesn't matter your background. If you see what I saw, you can participate in taking advantage and taking control of your health or your wealth, whichever one you desire. For me, it was my financial situation at the time. I grew up in Tampa, Florida. I'm 40 years old. I know if you guys saw the thing, we said 38. I wasn't going to correct that. But I'm 40. I live in Covington, Louisiana now, married with 3 children, but grew up in Tampa. And I grew up with a family we subcontract for FEMA. So if you guys ever seen a natural disaster on the Weather Channel and they're evacuating a city, whether it be a tornado, an ice storm, or a hurricane, we were the only morons heading to the city, right? We were the first responders to get the city back up and running. So it was rewarding because we helped people get back to normalcy. And from a financial standpoint, it was pretty lucrative. All of my uncles did it. I grew up from the time I was 9 years old at Hurricane Hugo to 12 years old in Hurricane Andrew. So I knew what I was going to do in life. I was very good at running heavy equipment. I had a passion for it. And I was 16 years old, first semester of 10th grade, talking to our friends. And, 10th grade in high school, you're talking about what sports you're going to play, what college you're going to go to. And all my friends were talking about, where we're going to go, what sports we're going to play. And for me, I'm like, it's just not making too much sense to go to college. I know if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, yes, you need that type of skill. I was going to run a business, and it didn't make sense to go have a professor teach me how to run a business, and the dude wasn't running a business, right? So I took the theory in life only because I'm a firm believer that we're 100% all equal. The only thing that separates us in life are the choices that you and I make, right? And so I said, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. Let me go surround myself with people that have what I want, and I'm going to learn from them. If someone has something you want, if you do what they do, you're going to get it. It's that simple. So I dropped out of school at 16, not because I was a loser, because I was ready to go tackle life. I didn't want to get out of college at 27 starting backwards with debt, right? I wanted to be at 27 working my way to where I didn't want to work my whole way through life. My father was killed when I was 14. I didn't want to have kids and just provide for them. I wanted to live life with them. So it worked. I traveled doing hurricane work, and by the time I was 24, made my first million. Thought I had life figured out. Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. It was the last storm I cleaned up because the money wasn't there. So I diversified. I bought a gypsum mine over in Dominican Republic. I moved to Dominican Republic for a year, and everything was going great on my end. I went in 100%. I had investors backing me. I was operating a gypsum mine. My plan was to have a drywall plant to sell drywall globally, and everything was going great, but the U.S. economy wasn't. If you remember 0809, especially if you're in real estate in Florida, I can tell you, you know what I'm talking about, 0809. Well, the economy got hit so hard that my investors backing me, they had to pull out. And when they pulled out, I was invested 100%, and I lost everything I owned, 100%. I came back to the U.S. with a suitcase full of clothes. In August of 2009, I came back. Suitcase full of clothes, no car, no house, started my life over. And so being that I always thought if you worked harder than everybody else and you're willing to get dirty where most people aren't, you'd be successful in life. I just realized that wasn't necessarily the case, because something that was completely out of my control, the economy, took everything away from me. So I sat back and I evaluated. I realized that the world's changing. I think you guys agree, especially now more than ever. This has been my story for 11 years. And now I think more people can connect with it because of what we went through the last 12 to 14 months. I don't know how long it's been right now, the craziness. But something out of my control changed my situation. And so when I looked at the world, I realized, man, this world is like heading towards the tech world, right? They call this right now what's called the gig economy. Technology is taking over, and you guys realize it. Every single day, technology is getting better and faster and more convenient. And we as society, you and me, we want the best available option out there. We want the fastest phone. How many of you guys are guilty of going and buying a phone? There was nothing wrong with your phone. You wanted it because it was the new phone, right? That's just the way society works. We want the best thing we get our hands on. So Lifevantage came to my attention in November of 2009. I'm just going to tell you what caught my attention. Actually, my brother-in-law and sister that are part of Lifevantage, they're master pro 10s. They invited me to their house. They played me an investigative report. I didn't even watch the news, guys. I learned a long time ago, if I can't control a situation, I'm not going to worry about the situation, right? So I don't watch the news because it's, for the most part, crap, right? There's usually not positive things going on in the news. They're not at the airport going, oh, guys, look, another airplane just landed. No, they're there when they crash, right? So if you watch the news, it's negative for the most part. And if you see investigative report on top, you know it's about to get juicy. They're not there for positive press. They're there to expose a person, a business, a product, whatever it may be. Well, this company, Lifevantage, that we're going to talk about tonight, was getting investigated by ABC News Primetime. John Quinones, a lot of you guys might remember, was on ABC News a lot. Well, they went out and investigated this company, Lifevantage, because of the crazy, absurd claims that they were making about an all-natural product called Protandim. And what their claims were is they said, we found an all-natural product that lowers oxidative stress 40 to 70% and 100% of every mammal tested. I never even heard of oxidative stress. More than likely, you haven't either, okay? But let me tell you what it is and why this is such a big deal. Because the medical industry has been researching oxidative stress for the last 40 years. And they've concluded, not our company, the people that you put your life in the hands of, right? They have concluded that oxidative stress is the precursor to almost every illness and disease. Cancer, diabetes, heart failure, all these things are happening because of the precursor of oxidative stress. Why is it a big deal that we lower oxidative stress? Because there's nothing you can do about it. All the pharmaceutical drugs in the world, all the supplements in the world, there's absolutely nothing that you can do to lower oxidative stress. And they know the science is there, the proof is there, that oxidative stress is leading to almost every illness and disease in the world. So you can imagine ABC is going, oh man, this publicly traded research development company, they're making some bogus claims. Let's go investigate them. Here's what caught my attention. I can tell you what, I didn't understand the science. I couldn't spell half the crap they were talking about. Here's what caught my attention is I know if it's an investigative report, they're going there to beat this guy up, right? And so this nice little nerdy guy and scientist with a lab coat goes, not just sitting there describing what the product did. They did a blood test on national TV. They said, okay, well, let me show you what it does. They drew John Quinones' blood, measured his oxidative stress levels that no product in the world can lower. They put him on our product that they're investigating. And 2 weeks later, after being on the product, they remeasured his blood and they saw a reduction of oxidative stress in John Quinones' blood by 45%. That's a big deal because nothing in the world lowers it. So not that smart of a guy. I just connect dots. I don't understand what oxidative stress is, except it causes all the bad stuff we don't want. Okay. And they say there's nothing you can do about it. I just saw a blood test prove that it did it. You don't have to be that smart to figure that out, that it works. 45% in 2 weeks. That's right. Okay. So here's what happened. All the major medical institutions that you and everyone else in the world puts their health and their life in the hands of, American Heart Association, Harvard, Duke, LSU, the Institute of Aging, all these institutions says, wait a minute, we know what oxidative stress is. We know there's nothing you can do about it. We want to know specifically what this product's going to do with cancer, because we know oxidative stress leads to cancer, heart disease. So that happened early on. When I got involved in November of 2009, we had one study, and we were hoping that more studies would come out positive. Guys, now we have over 30 peer-reviewed studies, 30 peer-reviewed studies. The nice thing about peer-reviewed studies, you can't pay for it, right? It's not an opinion. It's factual, meaning no doctor or scientist can dispute the facts. And we've got over 30 studies, not on the ingredients of the product. We don't borrow science here. So this is legit. So the exciting thing about it is I found out about it. I looked at my brother and I'm like, man, okay, this sounds pretty cool. What does this have to do with me? And he goes, dude, no one knows about it. I'm like, what do you mean nobody knows about it? He goes, I'm like the second guy in Florida. I'm like, you mean to tell me you got the biggest discovery in medicine or the health industry, and we have patents on this? Yeah, we have patents on this, and the company's publicly traded, and I get to participate? Are you kidding me? I just lost everything I owned. Not because I failed, because something out of my control took it from me. And Uber didn't call me. Facebook didn't call me. Amazon didn't call me. All these mega companies that you and I use every single day, we're consumers of, we never got the opportunity to participate from a financial side. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is unreal. I don't have to go find a massive investment, invest my life savings, even though I didn't have much at this time, right? But I can partner with a company with science from all of these major institutions. How does this business work? And they go, well, this business is exactly what you've been doing your whole life. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? See, a lot of people don't understand what network marketing is. A lot of people think that we are selling product. And absolutely, the last thing we're doing is selling product. Let me explain to you what we do here and why I jumped in this thing so hot and heavy. Because human behavior is what you've been doing your whole life. And anything in your life that brought joy to you, or you enjoyed it, like a good steak. You guys have heard me before. If you ever go in Tampa, Florida, go to Charlie's Steakhouse. It's the number 4 steakhouse in the country. I have my little wine locker in there because we used to go there so much. It will blow your mind. They don't pay me to say that. Why do I tell you that? So that I get a text message or a message from you going, hey, I tried Charlie's. You were right. That was the best steak I ever had. Wow, you shared my joy. See, naturally, we give information to people so they can enjoy what we enjoy, right? And I'm like, so you're telling me all I've got to do is share a product information on the biggest medical breakthrough that they've ever seen, and they're going to reward me for that behavior? Yep, that's network marketing. I'm like, oh my gosh, sign me up. So I called my girlfriend at the time. Not kidding. Kasie, get all of our money together. What money? I'm like, I'm not kidding. Get our money together. We've got to do this. And she goes, if we do this, you're going to leave us with $200 to our name. And I go, if we don't change our life's not going to change. You guys do know that, right? Because it blows my mind how many people don't realize that. If you want to change your circumstance, you got to just quit waking up and wishing it was different. You've got to do something different. So it was uncomfortable for us to leave us with $200 to our name, but it's a no-brainer. And so what I do, I called my friends and family. Like, I found it. I found a publicly traded company with patents on a little yellow activator, the biggest discovery in health and wellness. And I'm not going to sell you on it. I'm not going to tell you. I don't even know what it does. You read it yourself. Go look what American Heart Association said. Go look what the Institute of Aging said, because the Institute of Aging said this is the only product they've ever studied that actually extended the life in the mice that they're studying. I didn't say it. They said it. So all I got to do is run around and introduce this to people, and we get paid. So the cool part about this industry, and I'm going to tell you why I love this industry and why you could never, doesn't matter the amount of money that someone would offer me, would never go back to traditional business. Let me explain a very simple reason why network marketing is the best way to go through life. It's not the only way. You can go make millions of money in other businesses. This is why it's a better way. Because in traditional business, you get paid your position. Think about it. In corporate America, in traditional business, you don't get paid on necessarily your efforts. You get paid your title. How many people do you know out there? Man, I work harder than my superior. I work harder than them. They got the title, dog. It is what it is. So the nice thing about this is I'm my own boss. I don't have employees. I don't have to worry about general liability or workman's comp. I had 200 employees at one time. I don't get to deal with them anymore. I get to help people that have goals in life achieve their goals. And when I help people achieve their goals, we get rewarded. We all win together. And the cool part about it is if you outwork me, you're going to make more money than me. Doesn't that sound like the way life should be? Rather than getting paid a title? And now I'm going to be real with y'all. Think what happened the last 13 to 12 months. Do you think more people are stressed out about their well-being and wellness? No, there's people stressed out about where they're going to find money to put food on the table, because the money they're giving away, that's going to run out and it's going to crush the economy. It is what it is. So we better start figuring things out now. I tell people all the time, if you can sit back and agree with me on this, if you can agree that everything around our world is changing, everything around us is changing, the way that we shop, the way that we communicate, everything we do. If everything around us is changing, don't you think we should change? If everything else is changing and we don't you think we might get left behind? Why I love this opportunity is I don't care your resume. I don't care how good or bad your childhood was. I don't care how wealthy or not wealthy you are. I don't care how healthy or not healthy you are. If you have a desire of change and wanting to take control of your health and take control of your finances, because I'm going to tell you what, there was a lot of people stressed out of their mind during COVID. Stressed out of their mind. I didn't even realize it was going on. The first month and a half, we were on our boat every day, and I just kind of thought it was a long vacation because I didn't think it was going to last this long. And after a month and a half, I look at my wife and I told my wife, hey, we've got to grow up a little bit. Like this isn't going to stop, and I can't drink this much beer. Okay, my belly's getting too big. So the point of it is this: people are stressed out, which was sad, about where their business is going to be. There's people that worked their butt off, did everything they were supposed to do to climb up that ladder, and it was over immediately. You realize that didn't happen for us because people take the product because it works. And we get paid through a company that gets direct deposit. And we're international. So you have a way to diversify within telling the most powerful story of the biggest breakthrough to the world. And here's what I want you to understand. The world's going to be on it anyway. This isn't a product some people might take. Let me explain to you, because for you to understand the opportunity, you need to understand how big the product is. The only reason why our opportunity is so powerful is because the products are such a breakthrough and we get to participate in it. Let me explain to you real shortly why this product is what it is. From the time you were born to 20, your body was doing what it was supposed to do. You weren't aging, you were growing. You were getting bigger, stronger, healthier. What has it when your physical height stopped? When? 16, 17, 18 years of age. Not only did this stop, but an internal factory, I call it, called Nerve2, that's in charge of a factory that's in charge of producing your cells and enzyme survival genes, the very things that protect you from aging, slow down. And so what happens is, yes, I get it. At 25, you weren't that much older. You could feel a little bit. 30, yeah, not much. 35, a little bit more. 40, a little bit more. 50, yeah. Guys, disease doesn't happen because of your birth certificate. It happens because of the amount of oxidative stress in your body. Because as you age, it's not taken care of. It gets more and more and more and more. It's that simple. We don't need to complicate it, okay? And if oxygen feeds a fire and you can choke out the oxygen, chances are you're going to help the fire. If oxidative stress leads to every illness and disease in the world, and we're proven to lower it 40 to 70% and 100% of every mammal tested, it's just kind of common sense. But the reason why this product is doing what it's doing, because the way that you and I, until Protanum, took care of our health is we found additives. It was genius. Science found additives. They're called supplements. It was an additive to put in the body because that factory wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. The production of this enzyme that I needed slowed down. Oh, they found this dirt or this leaf or this herb or this plant to be an additive of where I'm lacking, right? So this product comes along, and by the way, there's great products out there. There's nothing you're going to put in the body as powerful as what's already there. That's why this is such a big deal. This is not an additive. This is not putting good stuff in. The reason why we have results from this product is when you consume the product, it turns the factory back on. It makes your enzymes, your cells, your DNA do what it's supposed to do. It's why it works 100% on every mammal tested, right? Supplements or additives don't work on 100% of every mammal tested because our DNA is different. This works with your DNA. This makes your body do what it's supposed to do. Guys, this isn't a product that some people might take. This is where the wellness industry is going. And the opportunity for you and I is obviously we love our friends and family. We want them to know about the biggest discovery to have results for their health. We also know it's freaking rare to be able to partner up with a multi-billion-dollar publicly traded company but nobody knows about it yet. You didn't know about it. How come you don't know about the biggest product in the world? Because we're brand new. Our company went from $3 million to $250 million. We're still a secret. How awesome is that? You can still participate. And the cool part about it is we've got a system in place. We've got a system in place because we know majority of people that want more, they want more because they're working so much. Husbands are working, wives are working, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Let me ask you a question. This is how real, this is how I think. I want you to put yourself in a good old rocking chair, right? Grab you a coffee, grab you a beer, whatever you like. I don't judge. I like it all. Put you in your rocking chair, 85 years old. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to replay the movie of your life. You. Where was the majority of your time spent? And most people are spending majority of their time providing, making the money. So we're going to take time away from the people we love to go provide for them. And that's what you cannot find in traditional business. The reason why I love what I do is I help moms be moms. I help dads be dads. I get to raise my kids. I get to take them to the park. I get to take them to the doctor's office. I get to be there when they're sick. I get to be there when they're happy. Sometimes I wish I wasn't here because kids are a lot of work. You get what I'm saying. The point is, I get to raise my kids. I got married to have a family and live life with my wife. I had kids to enjoy them, not just provide for them. I get to help moms be moms and dads be dads and take a product that's changing people's life every single day. So I told you why I got started, okay? In 16 months, I was out of a position to where this was all I was doing, okay? By 28 months in, I'm now in the top 3 percentile of income in the United States. We have an income disclosure statement that you can go look at when we get off of this from your friend. The point of it is this, guys. We have the most powerful products in the world. Lifevantage has discovered something that no other company has. Let me tell you this. If you guys remember communication, I don't remember how long it is. I've grown, 40 years, 25 years ago, I guess, 30 years ago. Let's say 25. When transition went from using a pager to a beeper, I can promise you Motorola had an R&D team coming out with the next best pager. You guys remember the evolution of pagers. First, it was just a number. We figured out how to put I love you with numbers. That was cute. And then we could actually type messages. And then a cell phone came out and completely disrupt the pager. There was nothing wrong with it. We weren't complaining about it, right? but you don't need this if you have this. Billions of dollars are people spending on, let me try this, or let me try this dirt. There's nothing you're going to put in your body as powerful as what's there. This just makes you work to your full potential. That's it. And I'm going to tell you this, our company knows it and the world doesn't. So guess what? We've continued that research. And now we have a slew of products. I just told you the tip of the iceberg of how Lifevantage got started and why we are who we are today. We have a slew of products that are going to blow your mind. But I'm going to tell you right now, Lifevantage is not a company that's just producing products to go create revenue. We're producing products that no one else has, and they're going to blow your mind. So the crazy part is I got involved with this in 2009 because I saw a way out for me. I saw a light out of the tunnel. I'm going to tell you this. If you don't like the path that you're on, you better do something different. And when I lost everything going back to a job Monday through Friday, nope. I tasted money. I made my first million at 24. When you taste it, ain't nothing gonna get in the way to stop it again. And yes, I get it. Money don't make you happy. Well, you ever not had it? Because it sucks. It sucks to eat Roman noodles. It sucks not having a fork and knife. It sucks knowing you don't know where you're gonna sleep that night. So you say what you want. I'd rather have money than not have it. Okay. Do good things with it. We help people with it, right? Money's not a bad thing unless you do things with bad things with it. My point of this, I started this because I saw a way out for myself. Let me tell you what's happened because of this system that's already put in place for you. I have 54,000 people consuming this product. 54,000 people, 54,000 customers that take this product every single month, and they're going to take it for the rest of their life. And I'll tell you what, full disclosure, I'm an independent contractor for Lifevantage, right? So if I say something stupid, don't hold them accountable. I'm the idiot. The bottom line is we're not allowed to say a lot of things and make claims. Guys, it would blow your mind if you saw what I saw. Just go look at the peer-reviewed science. It doesn't lie, okay? It's real. Trust me. What they're saying is working, okay? So the bottom line is get the products, start consuming the products. And if you're in a position to where, you know what, maybe I want more time with my family, or I want more money to do things. You see, you can make millions and billions of dollars in the business, in traditional business, but what are you going to do with it? I mean, I would rather live life than rather just see a whole bunch of zeros in my bank account, right? Because there's a lot of people with a lot more zeros in their bank account going to work tomorrow. Guess what? I don't. So the point of it is this isn't for everybody. This is for people that have a desire for more. And just know we're here to help you. We want you to feed a funnel. The cool part about this and what I love about it, you don't have to read a book, you can. But in order to be successful, you don't. You follow a system that we've already got in place, and you put people in front of us. Let us work for you. You borrow my time until you gain yours back. And the nice thing is that will continue to continue to continue. And I'm going to tell you this, if you ever want your time to where you're making money, and I'm going to tell you this, I didn't say it, the richest people in the world said it. Figure out how to make money while you're sleeping, or you're going to work till you die. And the cool part about it is that system will continue. And guess what? When people have results, you think I'm the only guy telling people to go eat at Charlie's Steakhouse? No. Everybody's doing it that goes. So the point is the product's having real results. It's changing people. You can't stop the domino that's fallen. The choice is, do you want to be a domino and take control of your future moving forward? Our system is unreal. We're having a Zoom tomorrow night. You can literally get all of your questions answered tonight, get started in the business, and invite people tomorrow night to hear a master in our business and do what I did. You just put people in front of us. We don't want you to sell anybody, okay? Human behavior, invite because you're excited to participate with this multi-billion-dollar movement, changing people's lives along the way, and implement a system that any and everybody can do. If that sounds good to you, it's $50 to be a distributor, and you pick your pack. $50, your distributor. We've got multiple packs you can pick from, 300, 600, 1200. Get with the person that invited you, get your questions answered. And I'm going to tell you this, the only dumb question that you ask in life is the one that you don't ask. Okay. So I'm sure you have questions. I know this is different. It's a breakthrough. Of course it's different. You haven't heard about it. You probably have tons of questions. Ask them. I had them. I asked them. I'm telling you right now, this is the biggest breakthrough in your life. You will never have an opportunity this big ever again. Because I'm telling you what, it's so empowering to not just be in a position to where the check comes every 15th of every month, right? Every month. Doesn't matter if I'm in the Bahamas lobstering, or it doesn't matter if I'm in my motorhome with my family. or am I boat skiing, or am I doing Zoom to you? But on the 15th, every month it comes, right? The point of it is you can have that. We're changing a lot of lives along the way. So guys, again, get your questions answered. There's a group. We've got everything's done. It blows. You know, it's hard for me to put into words because it's all done. There's nothing in life that comes easy. And you know what? This isn't easy. It's a business. You're going to go fight your fear and get some rejections. But at the end of the day, there's no easier path for you to go through your life. And I'm telling you, when you get the phone calls of your friends thanking you, right? Because they were struggling financially, about to get a divorce, losing their business, and now they're doing this, educating people about the products, making money. Guys, it's insane. So thanks for your time tonight. We appreciate it. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions. Get back with the person that invited you. Get your questions answered. And guys, know this, the door is open for you to participate, but we ain't waiting. So opportunity closes every single day. Take advantage of it. So hopefully you guys got some information. We'll talk to you guys soon. This is a team effort. We all work together, and you guys have a great night.